Mayor Lightfoot, friends from World Business Chicago, Marina Crossings and Mariano's, members of the press, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We are thrilled to welcome you today here at Nature's Fynd, in the very same spot where 156 years ago the Union Stockyards were founded. The stockyards were at the time not only the center of the protein industry in America, they were also the center of innovation for protein in the entire world. And today, we are proud to continue that spirit of innovation here in the stockyard, here on the south side of Chicago, with our revolutionary new protein called Fynd. Nature's Fynd was born out of curiosity. We started as a research project for NASA on extreme forms of life. The goal was to understand what life on the moon of Saturn could look like. Trying to figure that out took us on an exploration journey on the acidic volcanic springs of Yellowstone, where we discovered a remarkable new microorganism. And with the support of the National Science Foundation, NASA, the EPA, and the USDA, we invented a new fermentation process that enabled us to grow that microorganism and produce our protein, Fynd. Fynd is a breakthrough in protein for 3 reasons. It's better for you, it's better for the planet, and it's delicious, both in a meat and a dairy alternative, as you just had a chance to experience for yourself. It's better for you because it's one of the only vegan source of complete protein. It has all the essential amino acids that we need to build and maintain healthy bodies. It also doesn't contain cholesterol, there's no antibiotic, there's no pesticide, it's very easy to digest, and it's rich in fiber. It's better for the planet because Fynd uses 99% less land, 99% less water, and 94% less greenhouse gas emission than the cow, which enabled us to grow Fynd here, 15 minutes from downtown Chicago. So a journey that began with curiosity and exploration led us to discover a healthy, gentler for the planet, and delicious new protein. We are now excited to take the next step in that journey and introduce Fynd to the shelf of Chicago's very own Mariano. We will be launching our delicious meatless breakfast patties and our dairy-free cream cheese in the coming weeks across Chicagoland at Mariano. So thank you to our friends at Mariano for such a wonderful partnership. We are thrilled to be inventing the future of food with you here in Chicago. So food made in Chicago, for Chicago, in Chicago. For Chicago. In order to support our growth, I'm also thrilled to announce our expansion to a new 200,000 square feet facility at Marina Crossing, 2 miles west of here, in back of the yard. This represents a $50 million investment in the south side, and we will be creating 200 jobs, 200 additional jobs to the 150 that we already have in our organization. So this will be spanning in the next 2 years, and we will be have these 200 additional jobs to help us develop and run our new facility. Feeding the world in the coming decades is going to be one of humanity's biggest challenges. But at Nature's Fynd, we define ourselves as a food company for optimists. We believe in the power of scientific curiosity and human ingenuity. And because here in Chicago, we make no little plans. We believe with this tiny microbe, we can feed the whole globe. And now it's my sincere honor and privilege to introduce the Honorable Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Mayor, we welcome you to this place, once hog butcher to the world, now home of Fynd. Thank you.
One of the great pleasures and benefits of being mayor is you get to meet people all over the city who are doing incredibly innovative things. And today is one of those very special moments. So thank you, Thomas. Thank you for everything you're doing, and thanks for the whole Nature's Fine family. And good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here. Joining us to celebrate the Nature's Fine new 200,000 square foot facility here on our south side is also our Chief Marketing Officer and World Business Chicago President and CEO, Michael Fastnack, who you'll hear from in a moment. And I also want to say thank you to Mariano's, who is always doing interesting and innovative things all over our city. Nature's Fine, a revolutionary food company, growing its own unique meat alternative out of a nutritional fungi protein from a microbe with origins in the geothermal springs of Yellowstone National Park. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you pitch this as a movie theme, people would say, no, that's too far out. But yet, here we are. The impressive new site launching today will expand Nature's Fine production from its current facility in the historic Union Stockyards by adding a state-of-the-art R&D Innovation Center. It stands to add, as Thomas said, 200 new jobs for a total of 300 employees in our city by the end of 2023. This expansion also means that their team can grow their development and production of Phi. As Thomas said, Phi is a vegan, nutritional protein that meets the consumer and planetary demands for sustainable, healthy food, good-tasting food, without all of the huge carbon footprint, drain of resources, and waste that we typically see in food production. Their products help reduce global heating, as current forms of animal agriculture account for a whopping 18% of global greenhouse emissions. Importantly, this is an expansion of Nature's Fine commitment and investment in Chicago, especially on our south side. As we all know, Chicago's former Union Stockyards, the site of Nature's Fine first facility, was the epicenter of the 20th century meatpacking industry. Through this innovation, and a bit of irony, I must say, they are reinventing the future of food and reclaiming the old stockyards as a future world leader in new proteins. Not only are the company's meatless breakfast patties and dairy-free cream cheese good for the health of ourselves and the planet, as Michael and I can attest, they're really, really good tasting and coming to a Mariano's near you. I am thrilled to report that Nature's Fine products will soon be available in grocery stores such as Mariano's in our great city, and building on the company's well-earned reputation as an industry leader. Nature's Fine is regularly profiled and featured in the news for their accomplishments, one of which includes being our city's 11th unicorn this year. Congratulations. So for those of you who don't know, a unicorn is a startup company valued at over $1 billion. Quite an accomplishment. And because of its central location, talented, diverse workforce, and supportive tech and innovation ecosystem, that we are able to foster so many startups in our great city. Chicago is now home to 20, count them, 20 tech unicorns, many of which were made this year in 2021, meaning despite the economic challenges of 2020, our companies were still able to grow and stand tall, and importantly, get the kind of capitalization that they need. Additionally, the future of the world's food is truly happening here in Chicago, and I'm proud to see Nature's Fine leading the way. Ladies and gentlemen, since the 1800s, the Chicago region has been a center for food production, warehousing, and distribution. And in more recent history, since 2020, 44, count them, 44 food tech companies like Nature's Fine have raised over $600 million from venture capital and private equity funding. Quite an accomplishment. We now have the largest food and beverage workforce in the nation right here in Chicago, at more than 61,000 people, with most of the jobs located on the south and the west side. Our workforce is passionate and committed and very interested in jobs like those that Nature's Fine is creating. Jobs that are closer to home, offer competitive wages and benefits. And that's why announcements like today's are so important, especially as we continue our economic recovery from the height of the pandemic. Connecting our residents to good-paying, sustainable jobs spurs economic activity throughout our city. And providing stability to our residents is essential to furthering the strength and vitality of communities that make up our city. I just want to say again to Thomas, to the entire Nature's Fynd family, many of whom are standing back there, and in the production side of the house, we support you. We want to make sure that we are your partners. And this location and the new one that you're going to be opening are going to be with us for years and years to come, and we're excited to be part of your future. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to welcome Michael Fastnack to say a few words. Michael?
It's clearly not easy to follow a leader who just passed a historic budget, who's leading our city every single day, 24/7, but I will try. For me, it's a special day today because we claimed last year to make Chicago again the food innovation capital of the world. The food innovation capital of the world. And today's announcement is a proof point that we had the right vision, the right positioning, and we are on the journey to make this happen every single day. Because we have to remind ourselves, now we have over 400 food and ag companies headquartered in Chicago, up from only 85 4 years ago. It's an unbelievable growth trajectory, and we truly can tell the world food innovation happens here in the great city of Chicago. Why? Thank you. Why is this happening? First of all, we are an intersection of large food companies and CPGs like Mondelez, Kraft Heinz, Quaker Oats, who have their presence here. We have startups like Thomas and his teams. There are many of them every single day where they're thinking about how can they change the world. And third, we have great universities, research centers, startup innovators in the food and ag sector that are working every day. This intersection brings magic together. But this is all only ultimately building the future of us as the food innovation capital of the world if we have the right context and the right city leader who ensures that companies can make amazing things happen here. So when Thomas reached out to us, to the mayor's office, we were there from day one to help him and his team to make sure he not only stays here, he has the best support, so to make sure Chicago is open for business every single day, 24/7, for food and ag companies who want to come here, stay here, expand, innovate, and hire the best workforce we have in the country. That's leadership. And that's why I believe tomorrow will be another proof point. We'll tell you about why we're becoming the food innovation capital of the world. Thank you for being here today. Please make sure you buy his products, not once a week, once a day, when you can see them in the stores. Thank you so much. Other questions?